Well, hello. Another day, another cheesecake. I have had requests to do a video on this one, at least on TikTok, by several people. We're doing it today for my cheesecake club. Biscoff cheesecake. You need one of the 8.8 ounces of the cookies. If you can find them already like unwrapped, please do that because these are all wrapped. Oh, these are already unwrapped. Oh, I got a surprise. Normally they're wrapped in packs of 2. Oh, this saves so much time. This is going to be our crust. The whole pack is going in to the food processor. You're going to grind these until they're nice and fine. Then you're going to pour this into a bowl with 1 stick of unsalted melted butter and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Light or dark, whatever you have. Throw it in, mix it up. This is going to be our crust. Press it into your springform pan and take it up the sides, okay? Make it nice and even. Oh, my cupcakes are done. And then bake it at 350 for about 12 minutes. A couple of things with this. If you've made any of my other cheesecakes, or just in general, you may think this is like way too much butter for a crust. That's what I thought when I made it the first time. Trust the process. It is going to be very, very wet sand. And don't panic if you can't get it all the way up the side. We just want to press it in and take it up the sides so that we have a nice little encasing of it. So I just start by pressing it down and then I keep pressing out from the center until we get it to go up the sides. Plus this looks really pretty, and you can do this with any cheesecake. You can add more graham crackers and more butter to any of the crust recipes I've shared and take it all the way up the sides. Some people really like that. I do it on some of my cheesecakes, but I don't do it on most. While your cheesecake crust is in the oven, 3 bricks, full fat cream cheese softened, 1 cup of light or dark brown sugar, whatever you have. If you've watched enough of my videos, you know I like to whisk these together first. Yes, you can use a stand mixer. I prefer not to. I prefer to mix by hand. Stand mixers, it's really easy to overmix. Overmixing in this case, different than a cake. If you overmix, you're getting more air in the batter. The more air that you have in your cheesecake, the greater chance you have of it cracking, looking like the Grand Canyon. And I do everything I can to avoid that. And I feel like I've come up with a foolproof method of it, and part of that is hand whisk. All right, 3 eggs. There aren't a ton of ingredients in this. It's pretty easy. And I love being able to do the filling while the crust is in the oven. We're using our time wisely, as teachers would say. All right, wash your hands or change your gloves after eggs. But before I mix these in, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and give it all a good whisk. All right, final 2 ingredients. 3/4 of a cup sour cream, which I've already put in, and half of one of these jars of creamy Biscoff cookie butter. This is a 14-ounce jar, so you need 7 ounces. Do not put this in the microwave in this jar. If you want to soften it up, put it into a microwave-safe container or bowl. These are not meant to go in the microwave. Just saving you from infusing toxins into your food. Okay. So there's that. Save this, we're going to use the rest of the top. Nothing goes to waste. Now while I'm whisking this together, I'm going to put my socials here on the screen so you can follow along on whatever platform. I'm going to put TikTok on there. I don't know, by the time I release this, it could be banned in the US. I don't know, there's a threat of that every other day. I can't keep track, and honestly, I just don't care to keep track anymore. So whisk this together really well. You'll start to see your color change from like a tan to a light brown. It's really easy to incorporate the cookie butter. You really don't need to soften it. It whisks together really nice. And then we're ready to pour this into our crust and bake it in the oven. Biscoff cheesecake, very popular at the holidays as well. She's in the pan. You're going to bake this at 325, not 350, 325 for 40 minutes. Turn your oven off, keep that oven door closed for 30 minutes. Open the oven doors for 30 minutes. Let it come to room temperature on your counter after that, and then pop it in the fridge to set overnight or at least 6 hours. And then we will do the topping for this, but into the oven it goes. Hello everyone, it's the next day. My cheesecake is fully chilled and I just warmed up outside of the bottle the rest of the Biscoff cookie butter, and I'm just gonna put that on top. Probably could have put a little bit more in the cheesecake. I eyeballed half, but she's gonna have a nice, thick, glossy, gorgeous layer on top. And I like to push it till it runs down over the sides a little. So we'll let gravity take its course, but that's it. I pop it back in the fridge for another 10-15 minutes, give it a nice little set before I slice it. That just sets the cookie butter on top, but then slice it up. You could top it with crushed Biscoff cookies if you want. Of course, you can do whipped cream, whatever you are feeling. This is your creation now. But this is going to very quickly become a favorite with you and all of your friends. If you like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up, a like, a heart, a comment, follow, subscribe, all of the things. I'll put all of my socials here so that you can follow me on whatever platform you'd like to follow me on, but we do lots of great videos and I have some really great summer recipes that I cannot wait to share with you all. So as always, thanks so much for watching and I hope you have a sweet day.